Hello, welcome everyone. Oh hell no, I hear myself blowing my nose. Anyways, I am back. I am back for another part for Honkai Star Rail. And it's been a while. I thought I'll get this done like sooner, but I'm still like a week away till next patch, so I'm gonna get this patch done and ready. Luckily, I have the time today just to do it. So let's just continue on the story patch. I remember Sparksy put us into a school setting. In the archive room, students were frantically rummaging through cabinets and drawers.
Oh, did the dean send you here? Seriously, leaving us here to do all the work is just too much.
What did it ask you?
What's going on? Not paying attention in class is bad enough, but you don't even listen to the teacher's instructions? Have you seen a mask with a smile on it? The teacher told us to find it.
A mask? Now I remember. We came here to look for a mask.
What a coincidence. I'm here for the same thing. Get to work already.
We were sent to find Miss Dolly. Miss Dolly?
Do you know which teacher is Miss Dolly?
How should I put this? She is such a unique woman. Super unique. Once you meet her, you will never forget what she looks like.
Whoa. How beautiful is this Miss Dolly?
Huh? Beauty and Miss Dolly have nothing to do with each other. If you have any group photos or faculty event pictures, I can point her out to you. But seriously, are you going to help me with this work or not?
March, didn't you show me a group photo earlier?
I have a class photo right here. But it only shows 2 teachers.
Seriously? There are 3 teachers in this photo. Isn't Miss Dolly right here?
Wait, that's Miss Dolly?
She's a charm doll? Probably the teacher who's worked the longest out of the entire staff. Wait, don't tell me you've never taken her Imagenesis class.
I finally remember it. Himeko told us we must find Miss Dolly and take the mask back from her. Darn it. That wretched Sparksy had us running in circles.
Two whole years wasted. The power of remembrance was no help at all.
2 years? Wait, even those 2 years were fake. But all the pain of studying felt so real. That just makes Sparksy even more annoying. 2 years of studying were nothing but an illusion. At most, we've only been trapped here for 2 hours. It's not too late to act now. Now that we know what Miss Dolly looks like, it's time for me to step up.
March's series mode activate. What's the plan?
Miss Dolly has vanished. Either she's been captured, or she's actively hiding from Sparksy. All we need to do is find her. I'll show Sparksy how the power of the remembrance should really be used. It'll just cost us some film. Even though Miss Dolly is in hiding, we can still capture her lingering memories. Follow the trail of these memo sprites.
Alright, let us follow the trail. Memo sprites. I must bring. This is the new minigame. What the hell? Okay. Oops. 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 Objects touched by the paint spilled by critters will gain special properties. They will no longer rotate with this.
Like what you see? Me too.
We're getting real close. There's a fragment of Miss Dolly's memory here. I got a photo of her.
That's Sparksy. What are her intentions? He is searching for me. I must stay hidden. Seal of the Imagenesis classroom. Can't let her find me.
Found it. Let's go. We have to get the mask before Sparksy does.
The door to this classroom... It's locked. Just as I thought. Better look for another way in.
Alright, let's go log in. Alright, come on.
Are you a student from Grathia Academy? I've already sealed this classroom. How did you find me?
Miss Dolly? Don't be afraid. Himiko sent me.
Give up. I will never hand over what she entrusted to me to outsiders. That imposter dean outside is rummaging for it too, right?
That's right. The masked fool Sparksy pulled off a takeover of the Academy. It took me so much work to find you. I'm one of the nameless on the Astral Express. And right now, I'm the only one who can protect you. Please, you must trust me.
The Astral Express? Indeed. I read about its arrival in Planarcadia in the papers, and saw it on TV recently. Since you claim to be Himiko's friend, answer a few questions about her. If your answers are correct, I will entrust you with the mask.
I'm ready for this. Fire away.
What kind of coffee is Himiko best at brewing?
But wait a second. How could you ask such a question? Don't you know her coffee is absolutely undrinkable?
Looks like you've suffered from it yourself. Then here's the second question. What kind of people does Himiko hate the most?
A real chatterbox with a silver tongue. Word is, she even managed to kick a nameless off the express because of that.
I may not know much about her time on the express, but that does sound just like the bossy vibe she had back in school. Very well, I can almost trust you. The final question. Himiko experienced the greatest regret of her life during her time at this school. What was that?
Who knows? Could it be about that time she got a stylish short haircut to keep up with the trends?
She actually told you that story. It seems you really are her friend. But that's not the answer.
Huh? Did I really get played by that guy?
It isn't that you were wrong. Perhaps Himiko never told you. Now that I think about it, she might never bring herself to share such a burden. The thing she regretted most must be what happened 15 years ago. No, better not bring that up. I believe you. You truly are Himiko's friend. Then... since you've proved that you're Himiko's friend, I will give it to you.
Wait, if you're right next to me, then who's this?
Thank you, Miss Dolly.
The mask is mine now!
What? I actually let myself be fooled by such a cheap trick! You two came much too late.
Sorry, Miss Dolly. Darn it! Sparksy got ahead of us again! But how could she know so much about Himiko? That man with glasses seems to have no issues with becoming a teacher. Once I took your forms and chatted with him, I got everything I wanted to know. Sometimes trust among companions can be quite dangerous. Now you've done it! How dare you trick Mr. Yang!
How dare you turn into me? Sparksy, give up the mask.
You have really made me angry. She can't run away anyway. So, why don't we take the mask from her by force? Woohoo! Congratulations! You figured out my weakness. The mask of Elation that has been worn is like a clip movie ticket. It only belongs to the one who used it first during the Ventus Moon Games. Seems you're completely unaware of such simple common sense. How sad. What? Astral Express out! The only one worthy of joining the games is the adorable Sparksicle. Now then, it is time to treat my fans. You two will stay and witness my Sparksicon that I've carefully prepared, right? This will be a
Sparksicon.
spectacle that shakes all of Planarcadia to its core. A grand performance unlike any before. It's brought to you by Sparksicle and live streamed across the entire web. You don't need to know the program list, because I will erase the last residues of resistance and hostility in your hearts and turn you into my loyal fans. My dear fans, time to prepare. Carry out these two noisy haters for now. I have more important work to attend to. My dear fans, be charmed by me. Fight for me. Give me all the joy, sorrow, and obsession. Give me every last drop of it. Give me your wish power. All you can. There's more to the song.
If this continues,
Is this the archive room?
Hey there, my sweetest fans! The mission of finding the mask in Miss Dolly has been a complete success. But just moments ago, a gray-haired, black-hearted hater slipped into the academy, plotting something dreadful against Sparksicle. I am so scared. You won't stand by and let the adorable Sparksicle be hurt, right? Where could she be hiding in the school? Please? Let's root out this villain together.
Everyone, let us drag that intruder out! They will not be able to hide for long.
Report to Himiko. Search for exit. Himiko, help. Yoo-hoo, found you. Stay right here. Don't move. I will have my fans pick you up right away. As expected, Sparky's been plotting this for a while. She won't leave you even the slightest chance. Outside the door, hurried and chaotic footsteps gradually approached.
Hiding won't save you. We will drag you out soon enough.
Have you reached the end of your rope?
With ears that sway like the feeble willows in the gentle breeze and half laid a pink-furred box.
This pink-haired person.
He's all ears.
Where have I seen this person before?
Jaku.
Is that right? No. No. That can't be. Right? I remember now! She's the fox girl in the class photo!
So you actually managed to remember. Seems like this is what they call in comics a fateful encounter. You stumble into a bit of trouble and I will happen to show up here. Hey, come a little closer, will you? Come closer. Even closer. Don't be so scared. I don't mind. Oh, shoot. I think I'm stuck inside. Give me a hand.
What is this place?
Two nameless came through here a few hours ago and asked the exact same question. I'll use their answers to reply to you. This is a place in the world in Canvas, known as the Phantom Moon Courtyard. According to ancient texts, this is the heart of the Phantom Moon Games ceremony. Oh, and one of those nameless is playing the part of a teacher at the school. Oh dear, was that a spoiler? That's not good. Greetings, protagonist.
So I really am the protagonist. Protagonist, that sounds like a bit self-exaggerate. It's the first time someone's called you something so over the top. What's her angle? You're young, full, beautiful, and incredibly talented, but most importantly, you possess the noble quality of being humble and low-key. You're about to tell this girl loudly that you're not some protagonist, you're...
Just call me the Nameless.
Technically, everyone is the protagonist of their own story. But you are different. You are the protagonist of the Fluffy Across the Blue, aren't you? Galactic baseball raccoon? You do not really look like a raccoon. Ah, I forgot to introduce myself. You can call me Evanesia. Great seeing you.
Evanesia. Evanesia.
The first supplicant wearing a mask has appeared. The Phantom Moon Games will soon begin.
Who exactly are you? How do you know that? What did you just say? Lovely something?
Do you seriously mean you've never read it? The comic that has taken this world by storm?
Read it?
It is inspired by the adventures of the Astral Express, telling the tale of cute little animals riding a train across the cosmos. Fluffy Across the Blue.
They actually make a comic about the Astro Express?
Of course. This is Planarcadia. Any story can be turned into a comic in here.
Why were we never told? I never gave my consent. Okay. Right.
You are such a curious one. You were fleeing for your life a moment ago, yet now you can talk so casually about such nonsense. Is that really what matters right now? Still, that sense of ease, it is entertaining. Since you managed to amuse me for a moment, I will grant you a little aid. So, what would you like?
Help me take down Sparksy. Help me leave this school. What could you possibly do to help?
You are hiring a killer? That will not do. The story is meant to stay wholesome. I can see it in your eyes, Miss Raccoon. He will not accept defeat.
My friends are trapped here. I will defeat Sparksy. I must join the Phantasma Moon Games.
That resolve is interesting. There will always be foolhardy supplicants donning the mask in these ancient Phantasmoon games, laying before the Phantasmoon their madness, fancies, and humor. They would weave schemes to slay monsters descending upon this planet from beyond the sky, steal the laughter of the gods, to forge blades that could split mountains, or descend into depths of the world in canvas to swindle the souls of the departed. Such entertaining individuals have not appeared for ages. Perhaps you have a chance to become one of them? After all, you are the protagonist. I can lend you a little power, but an equal price is required. Otherwise, it would violate the rules. You must defeat the enemy who pursued you here within the next day and night. If you fail, your soul will be enslaved by her for all eternity. Do you accept?
Accept. As if I had a choice.
Then it is done. Phantasmoon above and sacred tree below, witness this oath at this moment. As constant as the vault of heaven, as certain as the moon's rise, let it be never forsworn. Now come, let me make you more of a protagonist. Yes, that's
Where's this?
Gray hair, are you alright?
Sparksy has taken over the school. What exactly is your actual connection to Sparksy?
And now and then I do odd jobs here. Live streaming is one of them. Sparksy is the name I use to stream online. An avatar that I personally sketched line by line. To keep the streams running, even when I was absent, I breathed a trace of power into that avatar. Who would have figured that everything changed after the Phantasmoon turned full?
She came to life.
People offload their wishes and desires to her, and in the end, she too got consumed by these emotions. Once a creation gains a will of its own from the attention of the masses, even its creator can no longer restrain it. Can't say I am surprised. It sounds exactly like something I would dream of, and something she would carry out the moment she awoke. Still, it ain't too bad compared to the horrors that unfolded in previous Phantasmoon games. At least you still have friends willing to stand by you, right? I've been watching you from the start, waiting for the right moment to step in and help. Sadly, you were either with the IPC's people, or with the Department of Aberration Defense. Then you and Darling March wandered right into that school of bad omens. That was when I realized things had slipped out of my hands. So tell me, what happened in that school?
Is this the Mask of Elation? That grants entry into the Phantom Moon Games?
What should we do now?
What do you think? Call your companions on the Express ASAP. Or, since this is a civilized society, you could try phoning the Security Bureau. But these matters are obviously far beyond what they can do. They say that no one could restrain the supplicant's actions in the past. Ah, those were the good old days of freedom. Gray hair, you are so naive. You've been to countless worlds. When the skies collapse and the end draws near, what can the authorities possibly do? Don't make their jobs too hard. The Phantom Moon Games are nothing less than a ceremony set down by the Master of Elation. Amazing miracles always appear in the world after every game ends. Like the birth of a new imaginée, unthinkable phenomena, or a future brimming with hope. Perhaps you have heard this question. If the world's science and technology could leap forward by 100 years at the cost of a single kitten's life, would you kill the kitten? Natural disasters, traffic accidents, sudden illnesses. The number of deaths from such causes in this world could fill a small city every day. The Phantom Moon Games are just erasing one school from the map. Isn't that much better? You probably want to ask whether the worth of human lives can truly be calculated in that way in this ceremony, where we surrender that cost to purchase the future. No one knows. Whatever. This is not the time to debate over ethics. Gray hair, are you gonna save Darling March and Mr. Yang or not?
Yumiko, something's wrong. Things aren't looking good at the school. Our companions are trapped. The mask has been taken. The mask's been taken, bro. Been taken. Bro, I've been yapping.
The hour grows late, Miss Pearl. Matters regarding the Express demand our attention.
Be it
Holy
the
Pearl.
Alliance or the Phantom Moon Games. If you seek deeper cooperation, my doors remain open.
Then, I shall take my leave.
How intricate human social interaction models are. My extrapolations still cannot account for the full strategy tree of the Astral Express.
Master, General Yao Guang of the Xianzhou Yuchui is here to see you. Shall we have her wait?
No. The Xianzhou will also become a key ally. Only through enough contact and emulation can we hope to comprehend their methods and strategies. Conclusion. I don't think I'll be able to keep copying the painting for the rest of today. Let General Yao Guang in.
I am the Honorary Dean of the Omniscience Sapientia Academe, Master of the Decalite Reflection Barrier, bearer of the Xianzhou's intangible cultural heritage, the Sparrow-Shaped Fist, and the Seer Strategist, General Yao Guang. Thank you for seeing me despite your busy schedule, Madame Pearl.
For a moment, I nearly mistook your words as a fault in language processing. I believed you had brought the entire delegation inside.
Few Intellitrons in the cosmos have a sense of humor. I have heard that, like that genius, you are one of the many wonders wrought by the celestial differentiator of planet Scrulum. Meeting you in person far outshines your reputation. Madame Pearl, seeing how you have a calculating look, and with your heart pristine and your outer form so dazzling, I could not help but cast a divination for you. The hexagram lies between fire and heaven, demonstrating a bountiful harvest with your fortunes lying at the zenith or even beyond.
I have no training in divination. General, may I ask you to interpret it?
Then let me speak in terms even an Intellitron can follow. I extrapolated your fortune using the Xianzhou's predictive algorithms. The result is 101111, a sign of great blessing. If you treat others with sincerity, abundance will follow.
I have long heard of the Arbiter General's legends. The strategy of General Jing Yuan. The courage of General Fei Xiao. The ingenuity of General Hua Yan. Often, I have wondered, what kind of figures are the Xianzhou generals who remain away from the public eye? Meeting General Yao Guang today, I cannot help but think that, with such beauty, you should step into the light more often.
Looks like you've studied the words of the Xianzhou well. You've even learned the art of provocation. You praise the others for their individual and unique talents, yet when it comes to me, the only thing you had to say was beauty.
Do not misunderstand me, General. To me, beauty is the rarest of treasures, and the most fragile to preserve. Besides, intel on you is truly scarce. It is quite difficult for me to find ways to compliment you. But what I do know is, the Yuchue is the think tank of the Xianzhou ships, and its general is the master of all diviners. Speaking purely of deciding the course of affairs, no one is better suited than you to cast the Xianzhou Alliance's vote on whether to join the Anti-Destruction Alliance. So, General, what is your decision in this?
This topic is far too great for me to decide on a whim. But as a gift and to complement the respective gaps in our knowledge, allow me first to offer you a piece of vital intelligence. And with it, I ask the IPC to show sincerity beyond empty words.
I do not follow your logic. With the threat of the destruction looming, what need is there for further reasons to cooperate?
Set a mighty foe as a common goal. Convince former enemies to turn allies, then devour them in turn. Such feats are hardly rare in the IPC's annals of glory.
I understand. The Xianzhou questions the IPC's sincerity.
It would be better to say we ask the IPC to demonstrate its sincerity. Courtesy demands reciprocity, and the intel I now offer you is both urgent and weighty.
Question. What could be more important at this moment than forming the Anti-Destruction Alliance?
Nanook won't erase the universe in the next few days, but someone else might destroy Planarcadia within that time. You have heard of Blade, the Stellaron hunter, right?
Blade.
The IPC has long placed a great bounty on his head, though I have never laid eyes on him.
The Yuchue recently intercepted a report. Styling himself as Xianzhou's #1 assassin, this man accepted a contract from the Sinwish Syndicate, a local organized violence group. I do not know his exact aim here, but he is a major criminal of the Xianzhou. He is guilty of the 10 unpardonable sins and is a formidable fighter, with few able to match him. As general of the Yuchue, I will take it upon myself to bring him in before he can cause disaster here.
This planet, Ahatopia, is part of the pan-cosmic trade system, and Blade is a wanted criminal of the IPC. Since he has set foot here, he falls under its law. General Yao Gong, is the sincerity you seek for us to capture this man and deliver him into the hands of the Xianzhou?
I hear the Phantom Moon Games are about to begin, with the entire nation awaiting it with bated breath. I imagine you will also find it hard to extract yourself from the festivities. If this cursed man were to quietly depart on his own at this time, would that not be a perfect outcome for all?
This is my understanding. You wish for the right to act freely within Planarcadia.
Apart from this cooperation, what better proof of sincerity could there be before we join forces against the destruction?
Deal. What I do not doubt, the might of an Arbiter General. However, I do doubt, will the Xianzhou's #1 assassin truly leave without a commotion? By my extrapolations, even without accounting for the guidance of Destiny's slave, the probability of capturing a single Stellaron hunter is less than 9.8%.
Not even 10%. As a diviner, that's not how I see probability. Even if the chance of success is only a coin toss, once I enter the fray myself, I always treat it as a 100% certainty.
Is that even a question? 100%. Of course. In other words, there will be no survivors. Anyone who recognizes my face, I will not let them off even if they hide at the ends of the world. I was willing to make an exception when I was hired by your gang's leader, but I see you folks are not interested in accepting my goodwill.
Not that I don't trust you, but you know the rules of the trade. You hire someone to do a job, you gotta see what they're made of first.
People say that the Lords of Hell are easy to deal with, but their underlings are the real trouble. If a group's underlings don't know their place, even their masters may not be safe. So, since the mighty Sinwish Syndicate gang actually had the guts to hire the Xianzhou's #1 assassin, I guess you are also ready for destruction. years of wandering have given me nothing but exhaustion. And I have finally come to know how harsh the road of life truly is. Impersonating the Xianzhou's #1 assassin. Madame Yao, you really stuck me with a wonderful task.
Please take great care during this mission, Miss Tingyu. If any misfortune should befall you, I would have no way to answer to your Helm Master Yukong.
You worry too much, Madame Yao. When I pledged my resolve to Madame Yukong and departed for the Yuchui, I had already steeled myself for the worst. But, may I ask, does this task of misfortune really have to fall upon me?
I cast a divination today. This task lacks the fire element. Without the Whistling Flames Ambassador's knack for diplomacy, this task cannot succeed. The place you're heading to is crawling with gang members. If they pick a fight, you can try to drop the name Xianzhou's #1 assassin, and they might step aside.
Do not worry, General. I have journeyed far and wide with the merchant guilds for years, and faced no shortage of danger. A handful of gangsters is hardly difficult to deal with.
If you're not afraid of danger, then why have you not set out yet? Shall I read your fortune and give you a little peace of mind?
What I fear is that fortune-telling of yours. No, what I really fear is you, Madame Yao.
Afraid of me? Am I so notorious on the Xianzhou Lafu?
I've heard many tales about you. After the Battle of the Fanghu, you willingly surrendered your command token and became a general in name only, with neither troops nor soldiers. They also say that the seer strategist, for the sake of a tiny chance at victory, stood by as her mentor went to a noble death, treated the countless lives of dead verdant knights as nothing more than numbers consumed in her divinations, and even doomed an arbiter general.
Are you afraid that I, the cold-blooded diviner, might send you to your doom here in Planarcadia? Bold words for a little fox.
It's just a bit of my curiosity about you, General. I hoped you could clear up a few of my doubts.
Seems like I wasn't wrong about you. Few can face a Xianzhou general with such composure and dignity. No wonder you can make such a bold statement. The gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay? They say you survived a Lord Ravager's deadly clutches thanks to luck. But I believe it was your unbreakable resilience that carried you through.
You flatter me, Madame Yao. One must glean some wisdom to be worthy of enduring such a life-and-death ordeal. If we surpass the gods only in cruelty and heartlessness, then that would be our complete failure, in my eyes.
Excellent. I couldn't agree more. Miss Tingyun, you've passed the interview.
Ever since I escaped death, I swore never again to be a pawn for heartless chess players. And Madame Yao, you've passed my test too.
I know you're not interested in empty talk, so let's get down to business. Miss Tingyu, our Yuchui business delegations are treated much better than what you get on the Lafu when they set out on official missions. They get 5 meals a day.
General, I really don't have such a large appetite.
For the duration of the delegation's mission, you'll receive 6 times the usual allowance, and all expenses will be fully reimbursed.
Such a generous offer. To be honest, that makes me even more nervous. Head to Dovebrook District, locate the Sinwish Syndicate contact, use the passphrase you gave me to establish contact, and do not reveal my true name. If there's nothing more to it, Is this task really worth 6 times the pay?
You're the kind of talent worthy of such a reward. After all, we diviners are no different from you merchants. Even when we hit a dead end, we still have to bargain and carve out the faintest chance. Merchants strive for profitable opportunities, while diviners reach for a sliver of luck.
Looks like my mission bears significant weight in Madame Yao's reading of fate. In that case, I shall depart.
When in doubt, open the 3 strategy pouches I entrusted to you. Inside are tactics I divined, certain to break any deadlock and aid your journey. Go, Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Time to get down to business. Where could the Sinwish Syndicate be hiding? The contact from the Syndicate should stand out.
Alright, let me switch. Nice. Oh, okay. Where's Dahlia? Dahlia, and then
Blazing hot, fiery strong, insane.
Please, tell the boss I want to return to the Sinwish Syndicate.
Ma'am, maybe it's time to rest in peace. Don't you remember dying during that mission a few weeks ago? The you right now is just a lingering obsession left behind after death. According to the provisions of the Fey-Kind Protection Act, ghosts are not considered the same as they were while alive. In other words, you are a new Imagine, barely 3 months old.
Are you a lawyer or a gangster? I gave my life for the Sinwish Syndicate, and now you mean to shut me out?
These two are members of the Sinwish Syndicate?
Don't you get it? The old you's dead, and even your criminal record got wiped clean. The leader's trying to say that now you've got a chance to keep to the straight and narrow. You shouldn't come back to the gang. How am I supposed to convince you? Hey, Fox Girl, you eavesdropping over there?
I'm just a Xianzhou person here to talk business. Could you tell me which way to the Sinwish Syndicate? I come from the Xianzhou to discuss a deal. A deal that wears me down, yet tears my enemies apart.
Business? From the Xianzhou? The Sinwish Syndicate office is just across the river. Have a safe journey.
He doesn't seem to have understood the passphrase. But the news that the Xianzhou's #1 assassin is coming has already spread through the organization. Those people over there, are they also members of the Sinwish Syndicate?
Bro, how much longer do we have to wait? What, are your legs giving out? Idiot. The boss told us to wait here as a show of respect. Now behave yourselves!
Could that big guy be the contact from the Sinwish Syndicate?
Hey, you fox over there. You've been staring at us long enough. Got something to say?
May I ask, is this the Sinwish Syndicate's turf up ahead?
Yeah, so what?
I should act tough, and say less than what I want to say. Since this is the Sinwish Syndicate's turf ahead, not only am I going in, You will invite me in with respect.
What did you say? You're here to stir up trouble, aren't you?
I come from the Xianzhou to discuss a deal. A deal that wears me down, yet tears my enemies apart.
You're the guest our boss invited? Hold on. I nearly fell for that. Looking all delicate. How could you possibly be the Xianzhou's #1 assassin? Spill it! How did you know the passphrase?
Why don't you take off your sunglasses and let me see if you still have your eyes? The Xianzhou's #1 assassin is nothing more than a nickname coined by the common folk. I have always considered myself a merchant.
A merchant?
Isn't a hired killer the oldest trade in the world? By the way, Mr. Imagine, do you know why they call me #1?
You never miss a shot?
Not quite. I kill in bulk. The way to keep business going is to offer a little extra. If they pay for one person to be silenced, I throw in 2 more. With that hot temper of yours, always picking fights, you've probably given your boss plenty of headaches. I doubt the boss would mind if I took you as a bonus kill.
You punk! How dare you disrespect the underboss!
Shut up, all of you. The boss's orders come first. My name is Kostide. Sorry about my underling's rudeness earlier. I'll cut a finger off later to make amends.
There's no need for that. I only collect heads, not fingers.
No worries. It won't be my finger anyway.
These brutes should be easy to handle. They've never seen the face of the Xianzhou's #1 assassin, so this'll be much simpler.
What should I call you? Yelling assassin, assassin every time just won't cut it.
Just call me the Tarrying Fugue.
Terror in fog. That name oozes menace. Completely overwhelming.
Now then, can you lead the way?
That's the Sin Wish Syndicate headquarters across the river. Quite impressive, don't you think? Please, follow me.
Is this the passage in the painting?
Of course. Sin Wish Syndicate has it under our command for now.
Am I gonna get ran over by these boats? I guess I'm good.
Underboss, you're back! Thanks for your hard work.
Who's this fox?
Welcome home, Underboss!
Is this the one the boss brought in?
Underboss, I mean no disrespect, but is this frail woman really the one the boss invited?
That's right. Her name is the Terror in Fog. Spread the word that the Sin Wish Syndicate has secured the Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Underboss, beat me if you want, but I gotta say, are you serious? Are we really counting on this delicate woman for the Phantasmoon Games?
The Phantasmoon Games. Is that why they hired a Stellaron hunter to do their bidding?
These Phantasmoon Games are a once-in-a-lifetime chance for the Sinwish Syndicate to rise. This woman doesn't look like she has what it takes, and we're trusting her. If she blows it, how are we supposed to save face?
Underboss, we haven't been duped, have we? If word gets out, the other gangs will laugh us out of town.
All of you, shut up! Useless. Lady Terran Fog would wipe the floor with you even if you all came at once. Since you doubt her, why not let Lady Terran Fog show you a few moves? Lady Terran Fog, what do you say? I can find you a few sparring partners. No need to hold back.
I thought you were naive, but looks like you're just playing good cop, bad cop to test me.
I'm neither good nor bad. Just opportunistic.
Still playing dumb, huh?
Boss of the Sinwish Syndicate. Your people wouldn't be doing this on their own. I know you can hear me. I came for business. Making friends would be a fine bonus. But if not, that's fine with me. If you still want this deal, cut the tricks.
A real expert is something else. You speak with such overwhelming presence, though we barely understand a word. Come on, show us a move. We fight and bleed every day, and that's the only way we'll be convinced.
Oh no. These brutes are not interested in a win-win situation at all.
When in doubt, open the 3 strategy pouches I entrusted to you. Inside are tactics I divined, certain to break any deadlock and aid your journey.
Looks like it's time. Huh?
Just keep alive and open the 2nd strategy pouch once you're done.
What kind of strategy is this? There's barely anything helpful in here.
Looks like Lady Terran Fog isn't impressed with your skills. Out of my way! When I was young, I dreamed of becoming a musician. But fate had other plans, and I was dragged into a world of violence. But even then, I never let go of my love for music and rhythm. Even in battle, I kept honing my singing and instrumental skills. And that's how I forged my one-of-a-kind fighting style. They call me the Roaring Costide!
Oh, Cribs! The underboss is getting serious!
Lady Terran Fog, I humbly challenge you. Show the Sinwish Syndicate the assassination skills you're so proud of.
Looks like I'll have to hold back against these reckless brutes.
Fight to live!
As expected of the Terran Fog, such incredible strength!
The power of destruction within me. It's too hard to control. Meow. Done everything in my power to keep them alive, as you said. I don't want to take your life. Back down while you still can.
A true warrior of the Sinwish Syndicate fears no death. Don't underestimate my resolve.
Underboss, bad news. 2 more weird dudes just showed up.
Cut your bull. I can see for myself.
Never thought visiting an ally would mean crashing into a local gang's hall.
Oh. This will take some explaining.
What a twist of fate. But for us to reunite with an old friend here? So be it.
You two, stand down. Listen well. This will be an honorable duel.
A duel. You dare duel a Xianzhou?
Xianzhou's #1 assassin? And you still dare to act so brazen?
Huh? Wait, What do you mean, Xianzhou's #1 assassin? Who exactly are you?
Even a cunning hare keeps 3 burrows. Who ever told you there was only one Xianzhou's #1 assassin?
So, there are 3 of you?
No, it's 300. Times have changed. The title Xianzhou's #1 assassin is already a brand. At my side stands the organization's 7th-ranked Holovian Reaper, the Winged Death Knell. He sends every target into the sweetest sleep of death. And this one is the 2nd-ranked assassin in the organization. A ruthless killer surpassed only by me. His spear strikes like a falling star, and his presence soars like a dragon. They call him the Jade Dragon.
Then you are...
You can call me Whistling Flame Fox. I humbly hold the top position in our organization, though I mostly handle business relations and HR work.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Come on, madam. It's pointless to say anything now. If you want this gentleman to know you speak the truth, let our brother show off a bit of his spear work. That will convince them.
I say, there's no need for that. Course tied. You insisted on testing them and got nothing out of it, did you? If you had let them meet me sooner, none of this would have happened.
Boss! I cannot hand your grand enterprise over to people we know nothing about.
You are the one who hired us? The boss of the Sinwish Syndicate?
That's me. I am Polewave, current leader of the Sandwich Syndicate. My apologies. Our gang is full of roughnecks. I will make sure they are disciplined. As for that business, we'll discuss it upstairs. Everyone else, clear out!
#1 assassins, where are you going? The boss is waiting upstairs.
Long time no see, Lady Tingyun. It's been a while since we last met in Penacony.
I am truly grateful for your quick thinking. To avoid revealing too much, I made up false names and titles for you two just now. If you were offended, then I beg your forgiveness. This place is a hotbed of trouble. What brings you two here?
When Sunday and I contacted the Xianzhou delegation, they asked for our help. They claimed someone from their group had lost their way here in a foreign land and was captured by a local gang, and they wanted us to help. It was clear there was more to the story, but we came anyway.
Who would have thought? It turned out to be true.
Lost? Captured.
There must be some misunderstanding. Alas, this rumor was likely a destiny arranged by Madame Yao.
Did you just say Madame Yao? Do you mean the seer strategist from the Xianzhou Yutue?
I happened to hear of her back in Penacony too. They say she is the diviner general, one who lives in seclusion. Did the Alliance send her this time? Lady Tingyun, you stepped into such danger yourself. Do you have a vital mission?
You two are no strangers, so I will speak plainly. She's the one who sent me here on this mission. The Sinwish Syndicate invited the notorious Xianzhou's #1 assassin with the intention of hiring this person to participate in the Phantom Moon Games. But the delegation's intelligence revealed that the person was none other than the Stellaron hunter, Blade.
Him?
I assumed the title to come here to uncover why the Stellaron hunters are involved and how he will enter the game.
So, how's it going so far?
By sheer twists of fate, everything has gone smoothly so far. But as for what comes next, I still don't know anything either. Still, Madame Yao entrusted me with 3 pouches before I departed. Each said to hold a stratagem. Well, let us call them stratagems for now. And at this moment, it is time to open the second.
A strategy pouch?
So you revealed my identity after all. No worries, I've sent you some backup. Use them however you like. Open the 3rd pouch only after you've met the Sinwish Syndicate's boss.
No wonder they also call Madame Yao the Crosstalk General.
The what, General?
It says the 2 of you will help me clear the way, so I can safely meet the Sinwish Syndicate's boss. What do you say?
This place is perilous. Of course, we will accompany you, Miss Tingyun. As for the Stellaron hunters, I too find them intriguing. Dan Heng, will you help me gather a bit more information?
Of course. Thank you, Sunday.
I gotta say, this place is decorated with a touch of style.
The gang does not always flaunt brute force. More often, they need to flaunt wealth.
Gee, before I even realized, the scenery of Dogbrook became unrecognizable. Gee, back then, who would have imagined iron hulks running wild on the streets? Let alone us gang members being treated like vermin.
You didn't call us here just to reminisce, did you?
Of course not. Please forgive Korstide's rude little test. That narrow-minded fella never understands why young people flock to things that come from other planets. Like Mechatrons, the Masked Heroes, and the Astral Express. What he does not see is that while cosmic novelties are more enticing, big shots of hail from the cosmos are even more fearsome. Wouldn't you agree?
You're a clever one, so there's no point in keeping up this charade. We're not Xianzhou's #1 assassins. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, I might not live as long as those Xianzhou folks, but I got a decent eye for sizing people up.
You may not be the #1 assassins, right? But your skills surpass even such assassins. So I don't care who you are. I pay good money for a sharp blade. But I don't give a fig about its brand.
And where do you intend to use this blade?
On the Sinwish Syndicate.
What?
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not looking for bloodshed. Instead, I intend to perform surgery on the Sinwish Syndicate. Look here. Through certain connections, I secured this mask of Elation. The entry pass to the Eonic game. Yeah, some covet this treasure, while others feel it as a curse. Now, you claim the name of Xianzhou's #1 assassins, huh? So surely you came for this. You want the god's reward, don't you?
You are our employer. Therefore, the festival's prize should rightfully be yours. What do you want from the Eon, Mr. Polewave?
The Aeon? I harbor no such an unrealistic desire. I'll leave this prize for you to claim as your reward. I'm happy enough to share in a bit of your glory. Whether you win or lose, all I ask is that when the press comes a-knocking, you say this. You were sponsored by the Sandwich Syndicate of Toughbrook. That is enough for me.
So this is a sponsorship deal? The Sinwish Syndicate only wants fame?
Since we are not truly in your employ, are you not afraid we might break our promise and ignore your request?
If you truly cared nothing for what I asked, why even raise the question, huh? As I said before, I may not have the long life of the Shenzhou people, but I do know how to judge people.
One more question from me, please. Why are you so set on chasing fame?
In Planarcadia, Imagination exists due to wish power. And that wish power comes from the attention, curiosity, and demands humans place upon these imaginae. The Sinwish Syndicate was founded to provide for those imaginae who were ignored, had no wish power, and were not needed by humanity. Unfortunately, ever since that seashell woman rose to power, our path of blood and violence had run its course. That's why I want the Sinwish Syndicate to take on a new form. One that will draw more attention than ever before. The Sinwish Strangeling Pension Foundation, huh? What do you think of the name?
It's a cozy and heartwarming name.
So, will the three of you, accept this job?
Mr. Polewave's goal is surprisingly grounded. A gang leader won't survive this long by relying on bodyguards. It's about having a sharp instinct for survival.
He wants to launder his gang clean, but that will not be easy. In my view, the underboss may not see eye to eye with his boss. My thanks to you both. With your protection, I managed to leave without harm. Yet, we carried off the mask meant for the so-called Xianzhou's #1 assassin. When I think of it that way, this mask feels thorny in my hands.
That man. He seeks to enter the Phantom Moon Games? What does he plan to do?
Whatever his purpose, this matter is grave. I'm afraid I must take my leave for now and report to General Yao Guang before making any decisions.
No need for that. I've been waiting here for you all for some time.
Madam Yao, you came in person?
Well, you see, I must admit I passed false information to the two behind you, sending them on a wild goose chase. I should personally ask for their forgiveness. As for why I am here, Miss Tingyun, you still have not opened the third pouch, have you?
That's true.
Whatever they give you, just take it all and bring them to me.
What kind of after-the-fact strategy is this?
General, had you spoken plainly, Sunday and I would never have refused you. Why did you lie to us and claim that someone was lost and captured?
I didn't lie. If not for the appearance of the former Vidyadhara High Elder and the runaway Master of Penacony, Miss Tingyun would still be trapped in those brutes' endless probing. Her being lost and captured was exactly the future I divined. I also foresaw bloodshed awaiting the Sinwish Syndicate. Had it come true, it would have been because Miss Tingyun failed to restrain her strength during the clash. Yet, with you two here, the gangsters' lives were spared.
You even foresaw the anomaly with my body.
Sometimes even when fate is foreseen, it cannot be changed. Fortunately, things did not come to the worst. As for Mr. Sunday, I've heard so much about you. With my 1,000 feathered eyes, I had the privilege of watching the broadcast of your entire god-ascending feat in Penacony from far away. Truly magnificent.
Let's not speak of that misstep anymore, General. Rather, we have brought back the mask, as you asked. How do you intend to use it? Surely not just to hold it and block the Stellaron Hunter's entry.
That was the plan, but from one cost spring 100 outcomes. Now that the mask is in my hands, there are many possibilities. What do you say about using it to lure Blade here and strike him down together? Or perhaps I could wear the mask myself and personally compete in the Phantom Moon Games. That'd be interesting, right? Each mask used is gone for good. The Stellaron hunters will be left with a real headache. That'd be truly killing two birds with one stone.
Madam Yao, this is deadly business. It's no laughing matter.
Deadly. Miss Tingyun, that is exactly why I am here. Not to put Blade in his grave, that is. His ties to the Xianzhou have long since frayed. There was no need for me to snatch someone else's assignment and come here only for his sake.
Snatch someone else's assignment?
So the Xianzhou envoy was supposed to be someone else?
To be frank, this journey to Planarcadia was meant for Jingyuan, the divine foresight. The Lawfu Cloud Knights recently returned from the great battle against Iron Tomb, and the honor should have been his. Yet, before his departure, I cast several divinations on all parties involved and received this result.
And as the primary subject, the divination reads as follows. The hexagram resolves as fire. The change occurs at the fourth line. It comes without warning. Incineration, death, abandonment. This is truly ominous. With the preservation as the primary subject, the divination reads as follows. Hexagram resolves at heaven. Change occurs at the fourth line. One may leap and remains in the depths with no fault incurred. Advance and retreat according to circumstances. You shall remain untroubled. With the finality as the primary subject, the divination reads as follows. Hexagram resolves at earth. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god. There's so much reading. I'm gonna skip to this part. With the fate of the next 10 days as the primary subject, the divination reads as follows. The hexagram fluctuates between heaven and thunder. The change occurs at the fifth line. For those who present morals and virtues, no remedy is needed for good fortune to follow. Though there are big shots to come, just how many more surprises are waiting for me?
Incineration, death, abandonment. I may not know divination, but even I can tell that there is no good omen.
Unfortunately, the two top diviners of the Yuchui and the Luofu, in other words, my junior soror, Fu Xuan, and I, cross-checked each other's extrapolations and came to the same astonishing conclusion. An Arbiter General will fall in this Arcadia of Elation.
Even so, you're still taking the mission meant for Jingyuan?
Yes. I contacted the Marshal and took over the task. I've simply never seen such a bizarre fate and wanted to witness it.
Even if it means your death?
It's only death. If I can die in these Phantasmoon Moon games to achieve a moment of godhood, then my death won't have sullied the Xianzhou's honor. Miss Tingyun, hand me the mask. Well done. You have hit your fitness goal. Another active and fulfilling day.
Sorry, Sunday. My body instinctively sensed danger.
Once the mask for joining the Phantasmoon Games is worn, it binds tightly to the supplicant and manifests the shape of the wearer's soul. I read something like this in the Views of the Universe from a Star Skiff. It's confirmed now. This mask is indeed genuine. Congratulations, Mr. Sunday. You're now a supplicant in the Aeonic game.
What exactly are you trying to do, Seer Strategist? Twice now you've acted without warning. Do you mean to make an enemy out of the Astral Express?
Dan Heng, let me take care of this.
Sunday, are you planning to fight?
Don't worry, I'm no match for this general. General Yao Guang, how do you pierce my thoughts? I ran a check with my tuning, and there were no signs of any outside intrusion.
They say a diviner can't read hearts. I call that the excuse of mediocrity. Mr. Sunday, you're fascinated by the Phantasmoon Games. You even wondered, what if I wore this mask, didn't you?
You can even divine thoughts like that?
No, I'm simply good at seeing using my eyes. Though Mr. Sunday never asked to examine the mask, he's glanced at it at least 3 times since we started the conversation. Given the character and manners of someone as noble as him, I can't think of any motive for this action but genuine interest.
Sunday?
Yes, I did think of it. For a moment, I even considered putting it on.
So, I merely gave you what you desired. This is no trap. It's just an unexpected gift. During the Phantom Moon Games, I'll give every ounce of aid I can to help you seize your chance to have an audience with the Eon.
General Yao Guang, as far as I know, throwing out heavy profits first is usually a lure to make others lose. We've only just met. I don't understand why you'd go this far.
Why belittle yourself? Every move I've made is to carve a sliver of possibility from the impossible. With my eye of Ishvara, I see you're the only one in this land who doesn't need to do a thing for me. Simply acting on your own will can bring change.
Your own will. Indeed. Dan Heng, I do want to learn more about this world. Because this world of Elation fascinates me. Is Planarcadia truly a paradise? An Arcadia that its name claims? I once pursued a mistaken vision of paradise with stubborn resolve. Even now, I can't say for sure what a true paradise should look like. That's why I want to see with my own eyes whether this Arcadia lives up to its name.
So then, as long as Mr. Sunday acts, that omen of death Madame Yao foresaw.
Of course it would still come to pass. Did you think just a lavish gift could let you stroll out of Destiny shackles alive?
Pardon me for butting in, but does the Xianzhou know about this?
This is such serious business. I'd never make this decision on my own. I've talked it over with the 6 charioteers of the Yuchue. If something happens to me, I'll line up a solid successor. She headed to the Yuchue on the day I left on this mission, just in case anything went wrong. There, with the other potential successors picked by the 6 charioteers, she'll train at the Omniscience Sapientia Academe in divination arts, war strategies, and civil governance.
You mean Lady Fushuan? She'd take over the Yuchue after you?
Fushuan? What Fushuan? If I don't make it back from this trip, maybe Qingchue from the Law Fu Divination Commission could take the seer strategist position and command the Yuchue. Qingchue and Yuchue. Ooh, what a perfectly rhymed match. As for the details, shall we discuss this somewhere else, you three?
Map says the Ashen Detective Agency should be right here. But why is there just a magazine publisher's office?
Holy for bully! Her big drama hit Graphia Academy!
A Furbo? Taking photos? You really can find anything in the land blessed by Aha. Let's go ask for directions. Hey, little Furbo. Know if there's an Ashen Detective Agency nearby?
Beats me! But if I find 10,000 credits on the ground, I might recall the spot.
10,000 for directions? Fine. Job first. Oh, wow. Looks like 10,000 credits from my account just hopped to end up in yours for no reason. Now, spill.
Whoa! Generous, miss! The place you're looking for is upstairs. That detective's renting my boss's space for his agency. But he's zonked out in the day, and his doors are locked at night. No clue how he earns any money. Maybe he's a vampire?
So they're closed? Then how do I meet this Ashen Detective?
Beats me. But if I find 50,000 credits on the ground, I might recall that too.
You stinky furbo! Begging for a smack! Scamming our guest!
Oh, time to go!
I'm narrator, receptionist at the Ashen Detective Agency. I'm the assistant of that Mr. Detective.
Narrator? What sane person gives their pet that name?
That would be the dude upstairs. By the way, that mangy furbo didn't fleece you, right?
It did. A full 10,000.
Do you want me to catch that sneaky furbo for you and get your money back?
Nah, save your breath. Got it fixed. Money's back in my account, plus the last 26.5 credits from that guy's account balance.
Oh, not bad, Punklordian hacker.
You seem pretty knowledgeable. So, would you mind showing me the way?
This way, please, Ms. Hacker. Sorry, but you will have to take a side path. The landlord of this magazine office fled to dodge his debts, and creditors have been storming in one after another. In the end, Mr. Detective sealed the front door entirely.
So, there's even a shooting button. That's interesting. Why are there so many furbos?
They're all employees of this magazine company.
Why does this scene feel like a punishment round from a game?
This survival is way more brutal than any game.
This is where the detective lives?
Yes, his office and living quarters are one and the same. It is a little shabby, I admit. At this hour, he is probably fast asleep. Visitors here are rare indeed.
Visitors being rare. That really does sound a little sad.
Please, come with me. I will wake him at once. Time to get up, Mr. Ashvale.
How many times do I have to say it? Just leave the delivery at the door. To disturb my sleep?
Mr. Ashvale, this lady is not here for food delivery.
Oh, then she must be here to kill me.
Sadly, not that either.
What do you mean, sadly?
Not here to deliver food and not here to kill me. How strange. Oh, then you must be a client. You are here to hire me for a case.
Your order of guesses is a little heartbreaking. Yes, I am here to commission you. Something has been stolen.
Oh, What did you lose?
A person, along with an ancient mask that should have been mine.
Interesting. Are you here to join the Phantom Moon Games?
At that moment, a cloud of suspicion rises in the detective's mind. Who exactly is this girl?
Mr. N, stop the voiceover when we're talking business.
Oh, stop! You pay me 900 credits an hour plus 2 bananas just for this, don't you?
Yes, but at least throw me a few clues while you work. Between a detective and their assistant, at least one of them should know a thing or two about deduction, right?
A name flashed through the otherwise empty mind of the detective. This unremarkable-looking girl was, in fact, one of the top 10 most wanted terrorists on the IPC's bounty list, a Stellaron hunter.
Kafka!
It's Silverwolf! She's Silverwolf! Mr. Ashrail, did you get your head caught in the fridge door or something?
I feel like I need to wipe my personal data again.
One of the Interastral Peace Corporation's most wanted fugitives with the highest bounties comes to commission a broke detective. Ooh. I have seen plenty of stories like this. So, the next thing would be me getting dragged into a massive conspiracy and forced to run for my life, right?
Drop the paranoia. I came to you because I hacked into the Security Bureau's criminal record system. What I found was shocking. In all those bizarre police cases, you were hired again and again. The curious case of the Harmony Sect Communion, the mystery of the Ghost Bullet Worm Express, the serial ghost resurrection incident, the super non-serial locked room murders at Kooky House, you helped solve them all. You may not be the most famous, but you're probably the most capable detective around here, right?
Is nothing private anymore. Whatever, tell me, how did you lose your mask?
Today was supposed to be our meeting with the Sinwish Syndicate.
All right, now let's talk about the commission fee.
Excuse me, I haven't even finished my sentence yet.
A true great detective can know a case without ever leaving the room.
While he sleeps, I gather the intel. We already have the basics about today's fiasco with the Sinwish Syndicate, and those 3 Cienjo #1 assassins who scammed the mask.
Can you handle it? Money is not a problem. Do you take dirty money?
Sorry, no dirty money. And please do not withdraw your payment plus the account balance after paying.
Oh, then how about this? This is the IPC's turf, right? Turn me in for the bounty. You take the reward, and I bolt afterward. We Stellaron hunters sometimes use that trick to raise funds.
Or maybe we could discuss the possibility of taking dirty money? 30 million credits? Pay us after the work's done.
Deal. I'll try to get that money over the next few days. Here's my contact info. Update me the moment you have any news.
Pay us after the work? When did our office have a rule like that?
You may not be the most of the curious case of the Harmony sect. Drop the paranoia. I came to you because I hacked into the Security Bureau's criminal record system. What I found was shocking. In all those bizarre police cases, you were hired again and again.
That roll got made just now. Oh, my dear Mr. M, did you truly want to take dirty money? I have come up with another way to make money. Let me reach out to a certain big shot first. Madam Pearl, I've obtained solid intel.
Mr. Ashvale, the chance of you initiating a call at this hour is under 5%. Let me guess. Perhaps you are finally ready to consider my offer.
No, I found the trail of the Stellaron Hunters. They are here in Planarcadia, and they even plan to crash the Phantom Moon Games. I can send you her coordinates quietly, without anyone noticing.
Quietly, without anyone noticing.
The Phantom Moon Games? When your IPC chose to speedrun it, it was fated to be more than just a game of fun. You want me to take part? That is asking a bit much of an old man.
Ah, we should have taken that hacker's deal earlier and turned her in for the bounty.
An unexpected bonus. So Pearl still has other masks hidden away. That makes things much easier. Seems that listening in on one's partners after wrapping up business is a habit worth keeping. Hey, lady, where are you?
Did you find the mask?
Not yet, but I've got a new lead. We might have lost one mask, so I just need to find another.
Fine. Promise me this. Next time, don't take contracts on the dark web using names like Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Okay. By the way, can you tell me what script Elio gave you this time?
A completely blank page.
It's Fortnite, guys. That's the script.
So, what you're saying is that this Miss Sparksy, who was originally just a virtual avatar, has now crossed into reality and taken entire school staff and students hostage. I get it. So it's just a typical case of the idiogenerative imaginae phenomenon. Outworld visitors might find this kind of thing strange, but it's not exactly rare around here. Certain historical eras had imaginae popping up non-stop like mushrooms after a shower. Things are different now, but if you're not careful, you might still find characters from popular comics suddenly show up in the flesh. Yeah, you could say that according to the old superstition. Modern science believes that when something receives excessive attention, it would suddenly gain life and becomes an imaginae due to the accumulation of too much wish power.
What kind of modern science is that supposed to be?
Planarcadia is modern science, of course. Sorry, used a bit of jargon there. Idiogenerative here means something born of chance and circumstance. These imaginae arise from incidental events. That's quite different from progenitive imaginae, which reproduce by having artists draw their offspring. Heading out? Where to? Oh, you mean going to Graphia Academy to arrest this illegal Imagine? We can't. I just received notice from the Department of Aberration Defense. The first supplicant of these Phantasmoon games has revealed herself, and she's none other than Miss Sparksy, the one you mentioned. Although you're honored guests of the Astral Express, you seem completely unfamiliar with the laws and customs of this world. During the Phantasmoon games, we do not traditionally interfere with supplicants' actions. That's their privilege. In other words, since she's a supplicant, we security officers can't do anything unless she causes actual harm. You say she took a school hostage, but the intel I have says otherwise. Oh, right. The news broadcast is about to start. Care to watch?
Hello, everyone! Welcome to Full Wish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi, everyone! I'm your host, Snowy!
We've entered year 1999 of the Arcadian calendar. What an exciting time! Just one more year until the new millennium.
Over 500 years ago, a famous prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, a terrifying devil will descend from the sky. Will this prophecy come true? Can Planarcadia safely make it through this crucial year?
You idiot! Are you cursing our viewers? They didn't tune in to hear your fear-mongering nonsense. Just read the news and stick to it.
Yes! Incredibly, after just 15 years, the Phantasmoon is full again, and the time for the Phantasmoon Games is upon us once more. Surely a blessing from the Master of Elation upon us, Arcadia!
Which supplicants will appear in these Phantasmoon games? And what mind-blowing miracles will they bring to everyone? With permission from the Department of Aberration Defense, we'll be following and reporting on the Phantasmoon games from start to finish. Just now, the first masked supplicant has appeared.
How intriguing! Who are they, and where did they come from? Let's take a look. Wow! Internet-famous streamer Miss Sparksy announced 2 hours ago that she's donning a mask to become a supplicant! The Department of Aberration Defense has confirmed the news is authentic!
As an ideogenitive imagine, Miss Sparksy's birth wasn't approved by the Department of Aberration Defense. But that hardly matters at this point. What sort of miracle does this live streamer plan to produce during the Phantasmoon games? Let's switch over to her stream and see.
Yoo-hoo! And we're back from the commercial break. A big thank you to Love Insurance for being the title sponsor of today's Sparkstacular Arcadian Adventures livestream. One person, 1,000 faces. 1,000 faces, one person. Who will Sparksicle become today? Ta-da! Time for the big reveal! Everyone, follow along with me, Sparksy of Graphia Academy, as we check out how our new transfer student is settling in. Marge, say hi to the camera. Sparksy, don't you dare mess with me. I, March, am not someone you can easily push around. I'll have you know I'm the disciple of General Jing Yuan of the Luofu and General Huayan of the Xu Ming. I've undergone rigorous Xianzhou sword training. Others might fear you, but I sure don't. My, Marge seems quite worked up. Is it because she's a bit nervous about her first live interview? All right then. Now, let me interview my colleague, Mr. Yang. All right, that wraps up our interview for now. Let me give you all a sneak peek at what's coming up in our next live stream. Thank you all for your wholehearted support. Sparksicle will work hard to repay your kindness. In 3 hours, I'll presenting a special live stream performance, Sparksicon, alongside our special guests, the legendary Nameless from the Astral Express, who have carved countless legends across the cosmos. Tell your friends, your family, even your enemies. Let's set aside all grudges and meet in the stream to witness the most dazzling sparks light up Planarcadia!
Now, see, Miss Sparksy was just doing a program with your friend. It's fine, really. Have you seen shows like that before? You know, where celebrities go somewhere to do everyday jobs, like those reality shows where they trade places with regular people. She picked Graphia Academy as a target. That school had its fair share of trouble 15 years ago, too.
So these are the Nameless of the Astral Express?
That's hilarious! I heard they're supposed to be great heroes who saved other worlds. Look at them now! Switching to comedy in a heartbeat. Darn it. Soon the whole of Planarcadia will be saying Sparksy caught the Astral Express crew in one go and made us the butt of jokes. Our reputation would also turn into her trophy.
Oh, right. Please keep this Phantom Moon Games emergency response guide safe. Some sections in it might come in handy. If there's nothing else, I'll be going now. See ya.
See? I told you so. Even calling the police was useless. Right now, you're their only hope. And that red boss lady of yours, she's here too.
Are you all right? Did you get hurt when you ran away? So, March and Welt are both trapped in Graphia Academy now? And that girl called Sparksy took the mask, too. No, it's not your fault. I underestimated the complexity of the situation behind these games. Coming back to my homeland was meant to be a relaxing vacation for everyone. And I also wanted you and March to experience the atmosphere of elation in this world. Throughout the history of the Phantom Moon Games, there have been many instances of cooperation between supplicants. But this time, forces from across the cosmos have turned this into their own high-stakes poker table. Rather than honoring the elation, these players are far more eager to savor victory for themselves, itching to knock everyone else out of the game. Sparksy is one such troublemaker. It's dangerous to rush back to school on courage alone, when we don't know what Sparksy has done and what she's planning to do. For every supplicant, there are 3 key acts that must be completed once the Phantom Moon Games begin. The roll call, the miracle, and the promotion. Sparksy has completed the roll call. She took the mask and declared her entry into the games, drawing everyone's attention to the news that the first supplicant has appeared. Next, she must strive to make a miracle happen, bear the people's wishes, and answer with a great feat. If I'm not mistaken, Sparksy is waiting for us to walk right into her trap. For her, there couldn't be a better opponent than the Astral Express for this first battle between supplicants. What could be more earth-shattering than defeating a renowned cosmic hero on a battlefield of her own meticulous design? So here's the question, Sparkle. Based on what you know about this imposter, what's her real agenda for joining the games? Simply toying with and defeating the Express crew alone won't be enough. What kind of world-shaking miracle is she after?
Sure, she's a fake. But she's still a fake of Miss Sparkle. Guessing won't get us far. If you ask me, we should check out the tavern. Might find some leads there.
The Masked Fool's headquarters. The World's End Tavern.
That's right. How could we pull off something this insane without Miss Sparkle's prized collection I've been hoarding all these years? That imposter must have known this well. Before this operation, she definitely went to the tavern, using my name. Most fools can't tell the difference between me and that imposter. Or maybe they just don't care. But if we can find out who I talked to and which treasures I stole from my collection of items, we'll naturally figure out what that imposter is up to.
That's a good plan, but I can't let you act alone. Can you take both of us into the tavern?
Take this business card. The address of the tavern is printed on it. However, you'll have to find your own way to the tavern. That's been the rule since it was established, and there's nothing I can do about it. Since there's still time, I'll head out first. You two can come over when you're ready.
I'd say she needs us more than we need her. Relax. To step into the Elation's right, what you need the most is ease. Don't dance to your enemy's tune. Find your own rhythm. Now it's our turn to set the steps. Dovebrook District. It's been a while since I've been home. Perfect timing. Don Hung and Sunday have made some new discoveries. I asked them to meet up with us later. Don't get your hopes up too high. Looks like this vacation trip has gone right back to our usual trouble magnet mode.
Now this is the kind of vacation the Nameless just has to savor.
Soliciting is strict.
Furbo snapped a pic of me on the street without my consent just now.
Fame isn't exactly good news for the Nameless.
Unlimited free drinks for 100 credits.
Nameless coffee, maybe.
We're almost at Dovebrook District.
Quite a bustling district. Is this really where Himiko lived back then?
It's been 15 years since I've been back. I wonder what's become of these houses now. If they're being rented out, or if they've been sold off already. Perhaps they've become like the Graffia family. Nothing but empty shells of their former glory. Let's go. Stay safe on the road. This place seems to have changed a lot.
Holy verboli! Great Raccoon, you really came!
There's a
Rest assured, I haven't forgotten a single thing about the compensation.
This Furbo was actually waiting outside the magazine's office just to make amends? Furbo absurdo.
And you are?
Would you mind coming into our magazine office to talk? Let's discuss compensation, shall we?
It looks like the magazine publisher has taken over this entire building. Strictly speaking, the entire street where this building stands belongs to my family's estate. It's said that, in their heyday, the Graffia family owned property all across Planarcadia. But by my generation, very little was left. When my journey reaches its end, will anyone in this world be able to inherit anything from me? Sorry. I made things a bit too heavy there. Come, let's go inside the magazine office and see what this little Furbo is up to.
Hey there, Paraprince! I brought quite an impressive creditor to visit you.
Beep beep. Debt collector signal detected. I'm out of here.
Don't run! It's the Great Raccoon from the Astral Express! Furbos and raccoons. We're all one big family.
Beep boop. Family or not, you're all just here to collect debts, aren't you?
Great Raccoon, that jerk of a company president ditched everyone to dodge the debts. We brothers haven't gotten paid in months. As you can see from our sorry state, even if you sold us all for Furbo Hot Pot, you wouldn't get much money back. But I've got a plan. We can work together for some mutual Raccoon Furbo benefits. After all, Furbobo Weekly does have quite a readership. Right now, the hottest news in all of Planarcadia is the arrival of the Astral Express. Once you become the company president, Great Raccoon, Furbobo Weekly can go full throttle for you, becoming the Express's exclusive media outlet, churning out a string of hot scoops. In no time, Furbobo Weekly will be the #1 gossip magazine. We won't have to worry about our salaries, and Great Raccoon won't have to worry about compensation. No way! As your devoted fans, me and my bros sincerely want to compensate you handsomely for your emotional distress.
A magazine publisher? Now that is interesting. What do you think? These Furbos may be crafty and full of tricks, but they can definitely help us out. A media outlet working for you, and a network of informants who can run around everywhere? Having a logistics team like that during the Phantasmoon Games would come with many perks. And best of all, they're free.
Being a company president is actually super easy. Just follow me.
That's all it takes? Okay, from now on, I'm your new company president.
Woohoo! Great Raccoon is our new company president! Ha! Whatever mission you assign, we brothers will get it done for you. Anything else you'd like us to do? Boss, you don't like Verbobo gossip? What name would you prefer then? Ugh, my heart just skipped a beat. But that's okay, as long as the boss is happy. Are you sure? In return, make sure you create some big news stories. Oh, and that journalist Furbo who wrote that slander about you? HR will fire him. We don't need an employee around here who's got beef with the company president. I heard a supplicant has appeared at Graphia Academy. Should we have him take some pictures there for you? No problem. I'll arrange it right away. This Furbo will issue the order. Stay tuned for his first-hand report.
Looks like you're already getting into the groove of being a company president. We're pretty much done here, and Don Hung and Sunday should be arriving soon as well. I'll just have them meet us here at the publishing house.
Miss Himiko, we're here.
Slower than expected, huh? Looks like you had quite a harvest.
That's, difficult to say.
Ah, Miss Himiko. And Benefactor is here too. It's been a while. I've missed you all dearly.
Miss Tenyun, are you representing the Xianzhou on this diplomatic mission to Planarcadia?
This is a matter of great importance. A humble girl like me doesn't have that kind of standing. I'm just tagging along with General Yao Guang of the Yuchui to help out with odd jobs. I happened to run into these two on the way.
The seer strategist. What happened on this journey?
Sorry, there was a bit of a hiccup. I accidentally put on a mask of elation. Now I'm a supplicant in the Phantom Moon Games.
Well, that's quite unexpected.
I know the Express has been seeking to join the Phantom Moon Games, and I've been quite curious about that. Sorry. Did I make things more complicated than they needed to be?
No need to apologize, Sunday. You are a companion of the Trailblaze. No nameless would ever stop a companion from finding their own path.
Many thanks.
But wait, did you just say accidentally?
It's a long story. I'm afraid we'll have to wait for General Yao Guang to explain it herself.
She was with us just now, but somehow disappeared without a trace.
Madame Yao is always like this. She probably disappeared suddenly to deal with something urgent.
This seer strategist is just as elusive as the rumors say. Should we wait for her?
No need. I wouldn't dare impose. The tides of fate shifted. I had to delay my steps to arrive at the proper time. I asked for your understanding. Oh my. Counting me, we make exactly 6. Let me do some calculations. Your fortune in the coming days looks grim. You'd better watch out. Wheel. Makes sense. You got what you wanted today. The fates spell danger. This matter is most likely connected to that blade. Ah, the little fox's misfortune has overflowed into good luck. She's blessed with constant good fortune, a true harbinger of prosperity. Huh. That's weird. I can't see yours. So, you're that trailblazer Fushuen mentioned.
Your reputation precedes you, seer strategist. I'm Himiko, navigator of the Astral Express. Whatever's on your mind, you can discuss it with me.
My sincerest apologies. When a diviner encounters someone whose fate is unfathomable, we can't help but feel 3 parts excited, 3 parts flustered, 3 parts curious, and 1 part awestruck.
What do you mean by unfathomable?
My eye of Ishvara can scan the aura of fortune surrounding each of you, manifesting as weal or woe signs above your foreheads. I'd like to divine your fortunes as a welcome gift. However, this person really surprised me. I can't see anything from her at all. Are you really free to try any choice? To do anything you want? Does an Ishvara like you actually exist in this world? everyone has options in life. But some options, they can't help you escape your fate.
What do you think this means, General?
As an Ishvara, their mere presence in the playfield creates a variable in the game. It's both a blessing and a curse. As I said before, the weal and woe of us six align with the 6 lines of divination. If she represents woe, then the hexagram falls to water, where dangers lurk above and below, spelling doom. If she brings weal, then the hexagram shifts between wind and water, presenting a great opportunity to strike. Auspicious.
So, the fate of our journey in Planarcadia rests on her decision.
It's not as mystical as it sounds. While an Ishvara has far greater freedom of choice than ordinary people, they're still caught in the currents of fate. I just want to remind you to choose wisely.
Back to business. I take it you're not just here to read our fortunes?
I am here to greet everyone, to apologize to the Express Navigator for my previous indiscretions, and to borrow someone from you.
Miss Himeko, now you understand how I ended up wearing this mask.
I get it. She says she wants to borrow you for an operation. I want to hear your thoughts. If you're not comfortable refusing, I can speak up for you.
Oh, you two. No need for whispers. I can hear you loud and clear.
How did you... Well, since the General heard us, would you mind telling us your reasons for doing this?
I'm collecting variables. During this journey, I'll be acting as unpredictably and irrationally as possible. Don't be surprised. Some Arbiter Generals excel in battle with their wit and valor. Others master the art of forging weapons, and some guard the netherworld with their lives. I, however, fight for the Alliance by calculating and manipulating fate itself, peeking into the future. I'm here to discuss matters regarding the Anti-Destruction Alliance, and then I'll head to Astropolis for the vote. That's the real business. But according to the divination, this Arcadian world faces an extraordinary danger. When a bird's nest falls, no egg will remain unbroken.
Are you saying we'll all perish along with Planarcadia? What's going on here?
Intel indicates that a serious Xianzhou criminal is attempting to join the Phantom Moon Games. This individual has been infected by the flesh of Shuhu, the emanator of the abundance, and is extremely dangerous. According to my interpretation, his long-suppressed violent nature will eventually become uncontrollable, bringing catastrophic disaster to everyone.
There's no way he could do that.
That's the divination's answer. Rather than asking whether he could, we should ask, how would he do it? My divination shows dragons clash in the wilderness, their ichor dark and yellow. While the term dragon clash could simply mean fierce battle, could it be foreshadowing a great calamity from your conflict with Blade? Perhaps this prophecy has other interpretations, but with my limited intel right now, I have to prioritize Blade, this most volatile and dangerous factor.
I've heard that different interpretations of prophecies can lead to completely opposite outcomes. Until things become clearer, it's better to reserve judgment.
Let's put that aside for now. In any case, I've brought along a creation forged by Blade himself. If things get out of hand, it might temporarily restore his sanity, giving us a brief chance at victory.
What is it?
I'm sorry, but fate has shifted once again. I must take my leave. To put everyone on the Express at ease, I solemnly swear that Mr. Sunday won't be obligated to do anything for the Cienjo. On the contrary, our delegation will give him every ounce of aid within our power.
What did you say, General?
Aid within our power? She's gone.
Whoa, that was quick. Madame Yao must be really busy.
Has she vanished into thin air like this before?
Yes. I don't know the details myself. With Madame Yao, it often happens and no one knows when she'll return. She doesn't do it on purpose. Allow me to apologize on her behalf.
No worries. At least we know what the Cienjo is up to. Right now, 2 companions from the Express are still trapped somewhere. She and I must head to the tavern to uncover some clues.
If Miss Himeko needs my help, please don't hesitate to ask.
Are March and Mr. Yang in trouble? I'll go with you.
No, you and Sunday will act together with the Seer strategist. We're not at the point where we need to call in reinforcements yet. The situation with Blade is unusual. That Seer strategist's concerns aren't just baseless worries. I don't want to see the Phantasm Moon Games bring catastrophe to my homeland. So this is also my request. To put it in the General's words, please do your best to introduce new variables. The IPC, Masked Fools, a Cienjo General, the Stellaron Hunters, and the Nameless. Some came for the Alliance. Some for the Eon's game. Whatever their reasons, a storm is brewing in the skies over this world. But at least we got some good news. Sunday has joined the Phantasm Moon Games. He can help us in our showdown against Sparksy. Let's rendezvous with Sparkle at the tavern. We must uncover why Sparksy entered the Phantasm Moon Games, and what sort of Sparksicon she's got planned for Graphia Academy. When I was little, I heard a few urban legends. They say the entrance to the tavern exists behind every single door in this land. But those who aren't invited, or haven't found their destined path, can never step inside. This time, we already have the Fool's invitation in hand. As for the key to open the door, there's a silly rhyme on the back of the business card. For revelry and drinks galore, no need to search from door to door. Heed the fool's riddle with care to find the key that leads you there. So, about the fool's riddle, got any leads?
Whether they look up or down, the moon that humanity gazes upon in the sky is always the same Phantasm Moon.
Looking up makes sense, but looking down? How exactly do you gaze at the sky? Oh, it seems fate ties you to the tavern. I get it now. The answer is Dovebrook.
Alright guys, I'm gonna go to sleep. Have a good night. I'll stream probably tomorrow morning, really early tomorrow morning, but regardless, I'll be hopping off right now, so have a good night and see you next